just before we get started with episode 105 of Superstar Spotlight. I want to thank my great sponsors, the great homies. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me get them here. Jeff the cat has arrived. It's that. He has returned. I feel like we have not seen Jeff in a minute. But, shout out to all my great sponsors, kicking it off with the Skittle Squad. Shout out Little Skittle, doing the damn thing every Wednesday in the Discord server. We're on the road to Yardcore 4, King of the Yard, the fucking No Ring Midnight Sync Fucker Showcase. Fucking hit up Skittle, get them tickets, hit me up. Trucks in New York, it's a place to be, and join the Discord to find out what you're missing out on. We also got Pookie Wrestlers outside the Canadian region. Shout out Pookie breaking all these great Pookie-fi designs, just like this one right here. Hopefully I will have those by Yardcore. Hope. We also got the Bocce Boys. Shout out Hammer and the crew. We got the flag right behind me. They got shirts, stickers, pins, 8x10s, all that good stuff over at thebocceboys.com. We also got my girl B-Dub Photo. Shout out Becca Dub doing the damn thing. Get a cool photographer, do the cool photography thing. I did not notice my microphone was all the way yeeted into the mini fridge, so now I probably sound a lot better. Who knows? We also got my boy Anti-Everything Films. He's out here kind of like my boy Maniac MDMZ, bringing physical media back to wrestling, which, oh, I cannot stress enough how much we need physical media out there. VHSs, DVDs. Hit up Anti-Everything Films and get your stuff done correctly today. And last but not least, and the reason I bring him last, is because my guest for the evening, one of my good sponsors, there's his logo right there if you already don't see it, he's the man, the myth, the man behind Ian 30. Ian 30 is here in the Soup Kitchen Studios. Ian, how are you doing on this lovely evening?
Hey, I'm good, man. What's going
Hell
on?
yeah. Hell yeah. Not much. We survived the day at the work, and now, Ian, it's time to dive deep into some of these great questions. I remember you were hitting me up. You didn't think you were going to get many, but, Ian, you got 19 big questions on the board. I hope you are ready for this, my friend.
I guess so.
Yeah, and if you know the rule, since Jeff has blessed us with his presence, Jeff gets to pick the first question on the board, and Jeff locked this one in off the get-go. Jeff the Cat wants to know, Ian 30, who is the Drizzle?
I don't know. He could be anybody. There's some people who say that it's this dude named Master Shake, but nah, it can't be him. He's too much of a jackass. It can't be that guy. We don't really know who the Drizzle is, but we know he does a damn good job at what he does.
Damn right. And we also got, I'm going to follow up with the Aqua Teen, because these are both funny enough, the fan-submitted questions, both on the Aqua Teen Hunger Force trail. For the ones who don't know, Ian 30 loves him, his meatball, his shake, and his french fry that all go on silly little adventures, which, you know, I love that show too. But this fan wants to know, Ian 30, what is your favorite episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Oh, man. I got two answers for this.
All right, go for it.
I have my favorite, which is Super Bowl from season 2, because it was when I first found Aqua Teen Hunger Force, that is an episode that stuck out for how it's one of the more calm episodes, but it's still Aqua Teen Hunger Force, so it's very like, if you try to explain it to somebody, you're going to sound crazy, but if you actually watch the episode, it's like not as bad as it could get later on.
Is that that episode, is that the one with the fucking the Brood Witch, or is that a different episode?
No, Brood Witch is Brood Witch.
Okay. I'm trying to I feel like I watched that one recently.
Say, Meatwad got 2 tickets to the Super Bowl from a bag of chips.
That's what it was, and then the fucking Shake starts eating all the fucking chips. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he does.
Oh my. Ian had a nice blue ring. What was that? I'd say I don't know what that was all about. Someone, I forgot who it was. They were like doing this, and then a bunch of balloons formed around them. I forgot who it was, but it was so fucking random. We're like, oh my god, balloons.
The reason that one's my favorite is because around the time I found it, I kind of needed something like that. So it just is like the first thing I think of when I think of the name of the show, because of how calm that episode is, how soft it could be.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's just like a couple friends just kind of bullshitting around for the most part. There's nothing really like if you took the whole aspect of the show away, nothing from that episode would change, which is why I like it so much. The second answer to the question is actually if you haven't seen the show or you don't know much about the show, I would say Hand Banana is the episode you have to seek out because that is even the voice actor for Frylock, Carrie Means, has said this. That is the episode. If you show them that episode and they're not hooked on it, they're never going to be hooked on it. That is as wild and ridiculous as it can get, and I can't say why because we would get canceled. That is
I love it. Oh my god.
if you know the episode, you know, but
I
go
love
out of
that.
your way to look that one up if you're genuinely curious about Aqua Teen.
I love it. But, Ian, now we get to talk a little wrestling here, as we do on Superstar Spotlight. I gotta know, what made you want to get involved in the deathmatch scene? What made you... How did Ian 30 discover the death matches, I guess, is what I'm trying to get here.
For Deathmatch, it was those compilation videos on YouTube from Zav True, like Best of ZZW 2015, 2001, 2002 was like the first exposure to it getting like to death matches. Because the first thing I ever saw of wrestling was a hardcore match. So it's like seeing it differently, seeing the deathmatch stuff for years and years and years, not knowing how to seek it out, like specifically how to watch it, just seeing the stuff on YouTube and learning from that. And then, of course, later on, it'd be like TJ and Friends with the stuff that he did,
Oh, yeah.
get you more involved into who these people were, the behind the scenes stuff. That's
Absolutely.
how I first discovered death matches. The first deathmatch show that I did watch was GCW Fight Club, Mox and Gage.
Oh my god, I was at that! Good
If Gage
times.
lost, he would retire. That was
Oh,
the first
yeah.
technically deathmatch show. It was more really hybrid, but it had death matches on it,
Oh,
like a
yeah.
good bit of them. I guess first full on deathmatch show I saw was NHB 47,
Trying to
like
remember
officially
where were they in that one? That was, I feel like that's a Chattanooga.
Chicago.
Oh! I'm deep searching. I'm trying to see who was on the card that day. I feel like that was that. Go
Tommy
for it.
Vendetta, Nate Webb opened.
Okay, yeah, that was nope. I might be brain farting here. Was that Remington Matt Tremont? No,
I
nope. I am
think
100% wrong. That was Satujin Redacted, Bobby versus Eric, Shaza versus Danny, the Rejects versus Mickey and Lufisto. Fucking A. And then Tank, Kobayashi, Cruel, and Hoodfoot in a four-way. Oh my goodness. Craziness. But, Ian, I'm going to keep the deathmatch questions flowing. You've been watching them you've been involved in our scene for how long here? Probably two?
going on to
Yeah,
couple
hell yeah.
months.
I gotta know, who's on your deathmatch Mount Rushmore? Who's your four favorites of all time?
Uh, all time, Nick Mondo for the current East scene, currently. Because I feel like these two kind of fit for both, like current and the transition between the different eras.
Yeah,
Mondo, Matt Tremont, Eric Ryan, and Nick Gage, because
there
of the
you
impact
go.
that he's had. No one, the crowd doesn't react to anybody else like I've seen them react for
Oh,
Gage.
100%. That man showed up in a GCW in Skittles' backyard in friggin' Texas. It is the same AEW, too, he had a pretty big friggin' crazy pop.
Oh yeah.
We love us some Nick Gage here. But Ian, I think I got one more good deathmatch question, and we're gonna just keep going onwards with the Ian 30 questions. I gotta know, what are some of your favorite deathmatch weapons that you like seeing get used?
The I like the the web of wire that sits in the corner. because you don't see it often because there's only a handful of ways you can really use it.
Oh
But if
yeah.
you can get like very creative with it, it could be a mess of like really great visuals. The bundle of tubes is never really a fail. I like I think I like the gusset more when they're attached to something like the boards or like the hand boards or whatever, because then
Hell
like they're
yeah.
very unpredictable in
Hell yeah.
that way.
Absolutely. And now we have I've actually been waiting. I should have kicked it off with this one, honestly. But Ian, what made you want to start the Ian 30 brand itself? And what made you want to get involved with the Bocce Boys? Cheap plug. Oh, look at that.
All
The red
right.
lighting. Yeah. I'd leave that. Oh my, I'd leave that.
I'm not even
Oh.
sure how I change. I'm not even sure how they change it.
Yeah,
That just
that's so
seems to work
weird.
sometimes.
That's weird and
Uh,
cool. Anyways.
can you repeat it?
I got you, I got you. What made you want to start the Ian 30 brand itself? And what made you want to get involved with the Bocce Boys?
The name I had been I've been doing videos since 2016, and about I want to say 98% of everything I've done from those early years are gone. They're deleted, it's lost. I was a very dumb child for the most part. And the things I would give to recover some of those just to see, because I can remember flashes here and there, but the name, the name started way back then. I didn't have it yet. I was going by different names, my actual name for the most part. Uh, I got the name from a guy who lived here, who was always nice to me when I was younger. He was moving, and he ended up, because he didn't really use it at all, he gave me his PS3. His name on there was Exhibition 30, and that is the time where I started making videos was with that. And if I'm not wrong, it was with that. That's when I started focusing on it heavily, like day in, day out. That's what I wanted to do. I knew that's what I wanted to do. And over time, when I finally it was like I need something to stand out. I remembered that I was like 30. His name was Exhibition 30. Why don't I just keep this around? So I just kept it. I was like Ian 30. That something about that works. I just had a feeling something works here. Uh, Bocce Boys was when I started uploading to Instagram, which was like the 2 year mark ago, when I was actually in the scene. That was my friend had I was hanging out with him and he's like, "Hey, dude, I've been using Instagram a lot and I want to send you these videos. You should get Instagram." It's like, "Yeah, I should look at it. I should probably try to expand." I knew nothing of the social medias outside of YouTube, so everything would have been new to me. So I
Mhm.
looked that night, I downloaded it, I made my account, and I was like started posting my stuff, and I looking around at certain names, see like what's on here. Then you see like, wow, there's like a lot compared to YouTube. It's like I can get like there's like a lot of these people are just here, like not on YouTube. Like if I wanted to do something, I would have to do it now. I came up with some ideas. I sent them out. First like I ever got on a video was from the Bocce Boy account, and the first person who reached out to me was Hammer because he was like, he's like, okay, well, who are you and how do you know all the shit that you know? So,
That sounds so hammer. I love it.
and that's how I really got in was him first. He like always, I don't know. Scale has explained it to me before. It's like that the way Skittles explained it was like I don't know why, but for some reason he really fucks with you. Like I would
He
tell that
sees something in you.
I would tell that to Dad, and he's like, you know usually he Dad, he questions a lot because he doesn't
Shout
know
out Papa
anything.
30. We love Papa 30.
But I tell him that that's like one of the few things where he's like, yeah, that makes sense. It's like we got something going here, I guess. And randomly, I started doing stuff like uh, just because I wanted. I want to say it's because I did want to, but like I don't know why, but something was just like, hey, try this, do this, and that's where the
Yeah.
clips started coming. That was the first thing. It was those clips, and
Oh
I
my
just
god,
kept
those
going.
the old school Ian 30 Bocce Boy fucking snippet clips. I will throw like one or two in here so everyone can enjoy the beautiness of what were those fucking Instagram reels. They were phenomenal.
For yeah, I don't know why I decided to do them, but that was like one thing that I did it once. People liked it, so I was like, okay, it worked. Let's keep going with this. And Hammer never like said anything, but he did in the sense of like, he would always tip if it ever got brought up, he's like, keep going, do it. Just do it, keep going, keep going. So I did, and then, things kind of played out the way that they did two almost 2 years later, and really like don't know really don't know how, but I consider it a blessing every day. I just kind of like it was my dad too who really like was kind of hammering me, no pun intended. He was hammering at me like for years and years, like, hey, share these with people, put these out, like get people's attention. And for
Yeah.
all those years, I was on YouTube and I couldn't really do that. Get Instagram, just start throwing shit at the wall, and it stuck.
Hell yeah. Well, now I also got to know, Ian, we dive deep into your YouTube and your video editing. And I usually ask this to most of the talent about their wrestling career, but Ian 30, what has been the most gratifying moment of your video editing YouTube career so far?
Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna get shit on for this one. Uh, Getting that message, not a year, over a year ago, it be coming up. Yeah, it'd be over that time. Getting that message very late at night. It said two words. It said you're in. Say what? Like you gotta kind of explain this to me a little bit, man. The message was from, I already mentioned him already, John Hammond. Said
Good old
you're in.
2 a.m. hammy messages.
I was like, what? He goes, you're in with us. You are one of us. Just hold on. I just need to go talk to somebody real quick. And about 1 minute later, I get a message from Rhino and it says, don't fuck this up. That was the night I became calm. I, that
Hey,
officially,
you got into the Bocce Boy group.
I was christened over the phone, like,
Hell yeah.
knighted in a way.
I love it.
Except it was Hammer and it was late at night, so he was probably on one. So it was like,
I
whoa,
love it. Well, Ian, we also got this one here. What are some of your goals within the upcoming months for your YouTube?
just to, I don't know, I kind of I didn't really have any goals at the start, or whatever goals I did have when I was starting. Again, that's 2016. So I was like, if it wasn't, no, it would have still been middle school. So whatever goals I had then were like always far fetched. I never really had any specifically, but the ones that I eventually would think about, I've already really hit those. I've been accepted. I've got a place where I can at least show the stuff that I've done. People can sit there and be like, yeah, that's cool, or they can completely shit on it, which I've dealt with the entire time that I've been doing this. That's just something that's going to happen.
100%.
especially on the early on days, because the things I were doing honestly, it makes a lot of sense with the things I'm doing now. But there was a period of time in there. It's still up. You can go search for it. You will find it. There is a music channel that I don't have access to anymore. Brother, those people are ruthless as shit. When it comes to goals, I've hit them. As long as I can still be active, I can maybe every once in a while I can get something out, I can make something off of it. I can get picked up by someone, or as long as I'm still having fun at the most part, really, as long as I don't lose the
What you
opportunities
got?
I've gained for myself.
Hell yeah. I was gonna say, Ian, have you been to a show in person yet?
Wrestling show, yeah.
Oh
There
shit,
is
deathmatch?
in no, there are indie shows that were around here for a company that was called, oh wow, uh, 5 Star Wrestling, not the one you're thinking of.
and,
But
and for the ones who actually don't know, Ian, where do you hail from? The undisclosed kill
uh,
location of the state of.
West Virginia.
There you go. So you can only imagine what kind of
So
wrestling's out there when you hear 5 star wrestling.
the show I was at, that was 5 Star Wrestling, was your uh, very typical indie show. Was it bad? No, no way. It was not bad. But the name, when we were there, we went up to one of the merch stands. My dad ended up starting to talk to the owner because I think it was the owner because he had gotten word that he was planning on doing a video game for 5 Star Wrestling.
Oh my god.
And he was trying to like take the brand to like these big places, and then eventually a couple years later it became the 5 Star Wrestling that everybody knows. Same company. I don't think that dude was involved with it at that point. They did the video games, 5 Star Wrestling, and then 5 Star Wrestling Regenesis, New Legacy and Classics. Fucking terrible games.
Eh,
The dude seemingly put all his eggs into a basket and just took off one day,
that's
unless it was still
insane.
him there. That is like whenever I saw someone like a video about 5 Star Wrestling trying to go over like the history of it. It's like, are they going to go over the history? History?
Through the video game.
Nope, they did not. People knew
Oh,
about the video games, but like the whole it being an indie company for years and years prior, nobody seems to know about. And I still got the DVD of that show that we were at, plus one that we picked up that night. So there's like potentially lost media that I'm just kind of sitting on
you definitely
for this
are, brother.
company.
That's amazing. That's so cool.
The other show that we were at was for Black Diamond Wrestling, which is on YouTube. I think that was their 6 year anniversary, maybe.
BDW. What a company name.
Same thing as before. Did your stereotypical indie company, not bad. Uh, One thing I always remember from that show was this dude named Bulk Nasty. And his thing was he hailed at wherever he damn well pleases, and then he just randomly showed up in the main event with a chair and just sat outside. He just came out with a chair, and you remember him from earlier, so you're looking at him like, oh shit,
Uh oh.
like, oh, this fucking guy.
Oh my god, I love that. Well, Ian, we got one more wrestling related question, then you already know how this podcast goes. We're gonna talk a little food. Well, and it's also, I forgot to mention actually, this is also a fan submitted question. Ian 30, this fan wants to know, how big is Batista's dick?
Okay, realistically speaking, there's got to be something to this, right?
Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
It's a
Ask old
wrestling.
what's his face, Sean Oliver. Yeah,
Is that the Yushu guy?
yeah, that's the dude.
That's where it started. But, like, okay, let's think about this logically for a minute. There are people who know and they have yet to tell
That's
us.
why I feel like, yeah, that's why I feel like, because I remember it was like Mr. Kennedy, Hornswoggle, like all people that Batista has definitely been around that Sean asked that question to. And usually it was submitted by, I think, fuck, what was the account? It was like HBK's Lazy Eye or something like that.
Something like that.
It
Yeah.
was so fucking crazy. Bro, all the wrestling homies love those fucking Sean Oliver
There's
interviews. They're fucking nuts.
he almost got an answer once to that question. He asked that to Awesome Kong. Awesome Kong goes, I don't know, you should ask, and then cut herself off.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
It's
There's
like,
your answer, right?
damn.
It's like, I guess you got to really ask Awesome Kong in private, and then whoever she tells you, go ask them. Yeah. But Ian, we got some food questions to cover, my friend. I kick it off usually with this is the on the road snack and beverage combo, but knowing you, you've only been to a handful of shows. So, Ian, what are some of your favorite snacks and beverages?
And I've collected, and I still do if I can get one. I collect as many of the Mountain Dew cans as I can.
Oh, we got a
At
Mountain
one
Dew
point, that
question
was
for
like,
you, buddy.
oh boy, that was like a main priority at one point, was trying to get them all when they came out. Till you realize the majority of these releases are just shit and they're not going to last that long because they're not good. Because you see it happen about 4 times. You're like, you know what? I'm just going to pick the ones that seem interesting.
Mm-hmm. I
As
love it.
far
Well,
as
I'd say give me your
snacks,
snacks, and I'll give you the Mountain
yeah,
Dew question.
as far as that goes, dude, I don't know. I always like Pringles are never a bad option for me if I'm
Give
just
us
sitting
give a
because I'm
specific
thinking like
flavor you lean towards with the Pringles.
pizza.
Yeah, me and you both, brother. Let's go.
I
That's the
guess
most superior flavor.
if I'm just sitting doing something, like, and I want something by my side, if not that, then well, no, I'm looking around. There's a bunch of shit over here. Damn it! Stop it. Really, I, I don't know. I take usually whatever we just randomly get at the time. M&Ms.
There you
There we
go.
go.
There,
That's one I get a lot of times.
hell yeah. Well, Ian, this is. I feel like this is what I've been waiting for. What is Ian 30's top 5 Mountain Dew flavors?
Top five
Oh yeah.
in any
No
order
order.
or
No order.
no? All right. Voodoo 3. I don't know why that one just always stuck out. Voodoo 2. That one was good. Code Red is up there. Citrus Cherry. What was the last? Frostbite. It has to be.
Hell yeah. I don't drink soda, so I wouldn't know any of those. Besides Code Red, obviously. I watched Jeff Cannonball fucking eat a Code Red. I think it was either Neil Diamond Cutter or Herzog or somebody in the chains that will the Jeff shout out fucking Jeff Cannonball first up, but bro, the mid-match short soda reviews where he drinks it and then fucking hits the guy with the soda bottle. Oh,
That was
nothing
that
will
was
top that.
one of the pit fighters.
Oh yeah, it 100% was.
I don't think it was Tony Deppen because I remember Tony Deppen was just standing looking at him when he was doing it, and Jeff like whenever it was Code Red, he just took the bottle and just
Yep.
threw it down at him. Whoever it was, I can't remember.
Absolutely. I feel like it
Man,
was Neil.
was
Because
that the
they had.
Christmas one?
Yeah, I feel like it was the Christmas one. Which
Because the
Chef's Kiss Pit
because
Fighter match.
the Christmas one was them going back and forth between which one was good. So that
Yeah, and
was
then
like the spot there.
I remember he did a short soda review, though, in that match,
He
too.
did, yeah. That was probably it.
Yeah.
That was probably
But,
it.
Ian 30, I gotta know what is your favorite kind of sandwich?
Chicken parm.
Hell yeah! And then we also have this one, Ian 30. What is your perfect pizza?
Give me, I think, ex, yeah, extra pepperoni, stuffed crust, and if it's done right, I'll take bacon and chicken as well. But
Hell
a lot of
yeah.
places can't do that properly.
Someone ordered that tonight and told me it was the best pizza I ever made them. So clearly I'm doing something right. Yeah,
Really?
literally. No, I shit you not. Someone ordered pepperoni bacon chicken. I was like, that actually low key sounds really good. Which I bet it is. I might have to try that tomorrow.
You can't
But
really
Ian,
trust the bacon for most of these places, so most of the time, if I do that, it's just the pepperoni and chicken because the chicken I can
yeah,
be a little lenient with sometimes.
yeah, bacon's very, and I will agree with that. It's stupidly hit or miss at places. You either get some overcooked stuff or fucking undercooked stuff. Ugh. But Ian, we still got 6 questions left on the board. I gotta know, what is your favorite flavor of cookie?
Cookie?
Oh yeah, we always got to throw in
Like,
one sweet question. Uh oh, where's he going? He's gonna pull up some cookies. Oh, does he have? Oh my yes, yes, the Walmart cookies. Those are legit. Oh, I will sit and fuck those up all day. I don't care how many grams of sugar in those things. They are the best. I'm so jealous you have those. This is why we're best friends, Ian. This is why you're one of my best sponsors. And then I got this one, which I've been loving asking all the guests. Ian 30, what is your perfect appetizer platter? You have up to 5 items. So
uh,
you're kind of building your triple dipper plate.
right. Cheese sticks, you can't really go wrong with those, man.
Good old mozzie
Fucking,
sticks.
oh, I'm trying to think of what. Brother, if I'm ever out anywhere, no, I can't remember what these places sell.
You can just like give me a big plate of mozzarella sticks.
I just can't remember what these places do for appetizers.
You got your
Because if I
potato
go,
wedges. You got your boneless chicken wings. You got a lot of people have been telling me fried rice, and I'm like, I'll count that, dog. Nothing beats good fried rice on the side.
I guess the boneless wings, yeah. If I
And
had
then you
to
also got, let's
choose
see, you
that,
got jalapeno poppers. You got your, uh, onion rings, French fries. Like, oh yeah, chicken tenders
I,
actually count as an appetizer platter item. Not a lot of people
I
know that
didn't
one.
I didn't know if fries counted or not because it would have been fries as well.
Yeah, no fries
That's
count.
another.
As long as it's something on the side.
Ah, yeah, yeah, cheese, yeah,
So you got your mozzie
oh
sticks,
yeah.
your boneless wings, your French fries. You got 2 more spots, possibly one if you want to end it at 4.
Onion rings, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I have to end it there. I'm blanking on that.
Hell yeah, no problem. Because we got 4 questions left. Ian 30, any cool interests outside of pro wrestling and YouTube making?
I do play a lot of. I play a lot of games when I can, if I can. Um, I still have that interest in music like I did years ago. I haven't done anything with it, but primarily just trying to go outside as much as I can during these months to just let shit play for a while, depending on how long I want to be out there. And even earlier today with the gaming stuff, I was setting up mods for Ultimate Alliance because I want to play that again, but like completely different experience with it. And because of the time of year it is, I'm definitely trying to get back into playing MLB Power Pros again. Because I did that last year. There was like one day where I took, maybe in a couple of days, where I just tried to play the story mode of that game, and it's if you know the history of Power Pros, it's not easy. Very easily, like you can mess it up in the story mode because of how it's made, who made it. But like, really, I really love playing games, and music is like my probably my second biggest interest out of anything else outside of the wrestling video content creation realm.
Hell yeah! Well, Ian, we actually just got another fan submitted question in right here off the bat. Sometimes that does happen. And this fan wants to know, ask Ian if he believes in the cower power.
The what?
The cower power. The 14-year, highly successful tenure of Bill Cowher as head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You know, I thought that's what that was. The Cower Power. I was not. No, I was around, but I wasn't watching. I was like 2 to 5 years old. I'm not sitting there learning the ins and outs of fucking Steeler heartbreak
Of the
football.
NFL. I love it.
The Cower Power. It was definitely a thing. If he's referring to that Super Bowl against the Seahawks, no comment.
Yeah. I was going to say, do you think there could be some cower power in our recent Steelers team?
No, no.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Well, Ian, we also have this question as well. Your favorite video game console of all time, and the top 3 games you played on it the most. We did talk a lot of gaming,
I,
so I feel like you definitely got that core console.
I I really want to say PS2, but I know I spent the majority of my childhood on the Wii.
Dude, me and you had the same goddamn childhood. Those are the 2
I
consoles I
played
grew up with.
the three game, and I already know the 3 games I played for that the most. It was again MLB Power Pros 2008, SmackDown versus Raw 2009, and oh god, the Raving Rabbits Travel in Time.
Hell yeah. And I also got this one. You did talk about a little music earlier. I always got to ask my guests the music question. If you could book your dream concert lineup, 3 to 4 bands or artists, dead or alive, access to anybody, what would the lineup be?
Give me 1977 Kiss, because like that was yes, yeah, 77 was Love Gun era, and that was definitely the peak of their problems. But like a live era was also good. But whenever I think of Kiss, it's Love Gun. It's 1977. The bright stairs, the logo in the back, the set list. Uh, definitely. Also, am I able to split this up in like multiple days?
Absolutely.
Then I want 1980 Kiss as well with Eric Carr.
Just switches mid-set. Ladies and gentlemen,
Uh,
Erica!
uh, definitely Love and Death.
And the final one.
Maybe circa 2011 Theocracy, because that was what self-titled Mirror of Souls and As the World Bleeds were out, and Mirror of Souls and As the World Bleeds are like the mainstays from them that I always listen to. So if the majority of the set list is just that, and also with the lineup changes that have happened since then, circa 2011 Theocracy, I just want to see what they had. So I've never gotten to see them yet. They don't tour much from what I can tell. Love and Death is the same thing. They only toured like around that time. Came back in 2012, but that's because, everything that was going on, they had the time to do the album. And that's the same thing as like Theocracy. That's half a lineup change. So if I could go back and see those two when they had the OG lineup, around the music that I knew the most. I guess you could do the same thing for the Kiss lineups as well.
Well, hell yeah. Well, Ian, second to last question on the board. I gotta know, what is your favorite movie of all time?
Halloween.
Hell yeah. Very good choice. Well, Ian, 30, we are down to the last question. The final question. The whole reason we got this fucking podcast, my friend. The deathmatch community has to know, Ian, 30. What is your favorite kind of soup?
You need to be disappointed. I got the basic answer: chicken noodle.
I was ready for you to say I don't eat soup. I was about to say that would be more of the disappointing answer.
No, I eat a lot of pasta, if
There you
anything.
go. Hell yeah. What's your favorite pasta? What's Ian's perfect pasta dish?
We're using so this is one thing me and Dad do whenever we get the chances. We use either just don't come after me if I say these wrong, please. Rigatoni or panini.
Penne.
We
Penne. I helped you. Rigatoni you did perfect on. I'll make sure you don't get
uh, we
attacked by the Italian grandmas with the rolling pins and the brooms.
we cut up a bunch of chicken breasts and we do basically. Oh, we get a shit ton of cheese, don't we? Whatever cheeses that we can get.
Hell yeah.
We basically do the chicken parm pasta for the most part because that's like it's easy-ish, but it's like is it messy like to make? Yeah, but once it's done, like you're gonna be good for a couple of days on that if you don't finish it there.
Well, hell yeah. Well, Ian, we've answered all the questions on the board. We talked the soups. Now I get to put you on the spotlight, plug your social medias, and all that good stuff, honestly.
I am Ian30 on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. If not that, then Ian30YT, Ian underscore 30 dash YT, if you want to be technical. I am on Cash App as well, which you can see in some of the graphics I do for the 2K Fed. They're not actual graphics. I wouldn't do that. It's for the dumb shit I do. Always in the description of all the videos that I do, you can find the link there. If you ever want to throw something my way for whatever reason, it goes directly to me and helping out with my brother if I can. That's like the main thing I have to do right now. If I'm ever able to, I try to. If you ever feel like doing it, just know it's not going to go to something stupid. Maybe. No, it's not. But that as he threw up the graphic, I've been doing, as I've said, I've been doing stuff since 2016. If you want to hit me up, I gave you the socials. Were you not listening? What are you, stupid? Come on, pay attention. Let's go.
Well, Ian, before we put a big, beautiful bow on this, anything you want to tell the fans out there?
For this fucking nobody who's constantly doubting himself, who does not like himself every day, thank you for everything that I've gained over the last handful of years. Don't know what would have happened if I never had that, if I just never succeeded. This fucking nobody from butt fuck we're in West Virginia
The undisclosed location of West Virginia.
who didn't really have anything going for him ever. Just thank you. I don't know what would become of me if I didn't have any of this. Thank you. I think, yeah, I gotta say it at least once. I thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for everything that I've gained, and I wouldn't be anywhere without him, but I also wouldn't be anywhere without the people who've come this far with me to try to help me succeed. So thank you.
Well, hell yeah. For my dog Ian 30, I'm Dewey the Hot Dog. Deathmatch United, soups, death matches, and all good things in between. And I'll catch you on the next one.